call the regular meeting of July 8th to order. First order is to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you all for attending. Roll call, please.
Benson. Here. Brunick.
Here.
Sarda.
Here.
Hanoff.
Here.
Minor.
Here.
Mosier.
Here.
Villanueva.
Here.
Weber. Mayor Schramm.
Here.
City Manager Leon.
Here.
City Attorney Denherter.
Here. Before you have the minutes of the regular meeting of June 24th, 2024, what is the pleasure of the commission?
Move the minutes. Second.
All those in favor of putting the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I know it seems like a long time since July 4th already, so thank you guys. The minutes of the last meeting were approved. We schedule bills. What's the pleasure of the commission?
Move to pay the bills.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the bills? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Benson. Aye. Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Mayor Schramm.
Aye. Motion, or the bills will be paid. City Manager's report.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the Commission and public. Couple things that I want to say. First of all, what a great weekend to be in Yankton and to celebrate our country's freedom. Want to especially thank the Parks and City Events folks, Todd Larson and Luke Yeomans, for coordinating, as well as the Meridian Bridge Committee, who put together a fantastic addition to our fireworks, typical fireworks display. Great bands, great event, safe event, family-friendly event. Couldn't be more pleased with the turnout. The weather worked out, thankfully. The only thing we didn't invite that showed up were the mosquitoes. But I'm going to talk a little bit about mosquitoes in a second. But wonderful, wonderful weekend. I do want to talk about a couple people here that's important to mention. We offered some overtime for people, as you know, to work those days. So I want to recognize the following people: Cassie Peets, Amanda Moore, Ryan Staffish, Jeremy Olson, Austin Steinberg, John Zia, Melissa Smith, Brian Sarda, and Chastity McHenry, and Alvaro Fernandez for working that event. Especially Josie Ishmael as well. Especially want to thank Melissa Smith and Brian Sarda, who clocked out after 1 a.m. on those days. So really appreciate their work. Also, if any of you know Nick and Meg Severson, I think Nick is on our planning and Parks Board. I think they worked both nights, late into the night and during the day, and they were just volunteering. So if you see them, give them a big thank you from all of us for helping us out. Those things just don't happen. There's a lot that needs to be orchestrated, and they really pulled it off. So I couldn't be happier or more proud of everyone. Also, we appreciate YPD's help keeping everyone safe, walking the park and doing the PR there as well. My understanding is it was an overall very safe weekend and not a lot of incidents. So awesome. Now let's talk about the mosquitoes. I have proof. Lots of proof that we had a lot of mosquitoes in town, around town. We are fogging for mosquitoes. We have been fogging since early June with the wet weather we've had. We'll continue to do that. In fact, today we're doing that. We can only apply when weather conditions permit. So a lot of times we, if it's too windy, et cetera. This is an anomaly of a year, I think, for mosquitoes because of the wet weather we've had, but we'll continue to fog for mosquitoes. We're not just doing that at the parks, we're doing that citywide, although if you were in my yard, you wouldn't notice. So we ask that the community helps us out by eliminating standing water. Also, protect yourself, because as much as it's comfortable not to have mosquitoes, that's not why we're fogging. We're actually fogging and trying to prevent West Nile. So we do have traps out throughout town. We're testing mosquitoes. And what we want to do is make sure that we're fogging to try to minimize that impact. We do participate in a grant with the state. And this year we did receive grant funds to help us with the cost of the application. So just want everyone to know that, and we'll keep doing that. We traditionally, some summers, the only time we fog is right before boat days, when we're going to have that concentration of people in the park. But we're going to keep fogging here until we can knock those little buggers down. I felt like I was back in Minnesota most of the weekend with all the mosquitoes. So we are addressing that, and I know the media is going to help us out with an article in the P&D about mosquitoes and what we're doing to help mitigate. I'm going to be talking to the Parks Advisory Board next week. I just spoke to the Planning Commission about the capital improvement plan, and so if I have feedback from those boards, I will get that to you. They also may work through their liaisons, Commissioner Hunoff and Commissioner Sarda, if they have feedback for you. Also, I'm going to visit with the Parks Advisory Board about the tree in front of the current Ben's Brewing, soon to be something else. We've had a complaint about that tree uplifting the sidewalk panels there. So we do have a tree plan. We don't just willy-nilly, I know, contrary to popular belief, I don't just willy-nilly cut down trees. When we do remove a tree in the downtown, we do replace it somewhere else, but we certainly don't want to cause more damage to the sidewalk there. So we'll be talking through that a little bit. I just want to make it known to you all, because we talked about getting a heads up on trees when they're removed, because people are sensitive about trees. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'll be attending the county meeting. We'll be requesting some funding from the county for the operations that we share responsibilities for. That's dispatch, the center, the airport, and the library. So we'll be talking through that with them. If you wouldn't mind taking a look at your calendars, I sent you out an email, but the staff has asked if you're willing to try something new for our budget meeting, if this room is available on Tuesday, August 13th, trying to work through the budget at the 3:30 to approximately 5 o'clock time frame, giving that a shot. Typically, we've done that the first meeting, so that would be August 12th. However, we do have some conflicts with that. One of them being that our auditors will be here on the 12th, as will USD giving us our report on the library. So we already have, apart from regular items, a healthy agenda that night. So I thought if we moved it during the day, we weren't consuming another evening. So if I don't hear any issues from commissioners on that, I will stick that on as setting a meeting and consent in the future, and plan that with the school district. The only other thing that I want to give note to, unless the commission has questions of me, Mayor, is for those of you who know Steve Peer, he has served on, is no longer serving on our planning commission, but we learned this evening that he served 25 years, Dave, is that right, on the planning commission? That's a long time. So if you know Mr. Peer, if you'd thank him for bringing a lot of leadership to the planning commission, I think he'd appreciate that. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for the city manager? Thank you, Amy. Moving on to public appearances, this is a time for someone from the public to address the commission on an item that is not on the agenda. Is there anyone from the public that would like to address the commission? Seeing no movement, we're going to move on to the consent agenda. Commissioners, you have the consent agenda before you. What is the pleasure of the commission?
Move the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Consent agenda is approved. Moving on to old business, item 1. Consideration of memorandum 24-145, which is a second reading and public hearing to consider ordinance 1081, which is a rezoning from industrial to B3 central business on lots 1 through 4 and part of lot 5 and part of lots 16 and 17, all in block 49 in Lower Yankton. This would be Larry Olson, Michael Novak, and Casey Marquand owners. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this item? Would anyone from the public like to address the commission on this item? Roll call.
Burnick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Number 2, consideration of memorandum 24-146, the second reading of public hearing to consider ordinance 1082, rezoning from industrial to B2 highway business on parcel D of Pauley subdivision, address 1718 Walnut Street, Larry and Margaret Hesse owners. What is the pleasure of the commission?
Mayor Schram, before we do that, could we have Dave Mingo? I know there's some, I want to make sure I understand what we're
Sure.
discussing here, because I do know there are some folks speaking out against it, and I just want to make sure I'm understanding what's being asked here and just kind of weighing everything that's in front of us before the motion. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Dave?
Yeah, sure. It's location on the south side of A Street. It's currently zoned industrial, which is allows any of the typical things you would think of with an industrial development. Outdoor equipment operation, storage of raw materials, things, if you can picture the west side of Aztec, that sort of activity is allowed to occur there right now without any special additional permits. It's a little bit of an awkward situation the way the zoning currently lies, because right to the south of it, it borders some R4 multiple family residential zoning, and you typically like to see some type of transition zone between those older, heavier industrial zones and areas where people can live, home, multiple family, single family dwellings. So the owner of that property came in and requested a petition. Staff prepared the petition with a number of eligible signatures that were necessary, a list of people that would be eligible to sign. And they circulated that petition and brought in the required percentage to bring it forward to the Planning Commission and City Commission for consideration. From staff's perspective, so that's why it's on your agenda. It went through the Planning Commission recommended approval. And you had your first reading at the last meeting, second reading today. From staff's perspective, a change to either B2 highway business or R4 multifamily residential would be appropriate, because it eliminates that hardline conflict point that occurs when you have potential industrial occupancies next to residential occupancies. So staff's recommendation is to approve it because it follows basic planning principles, and that was the Planning Commission's recommendation also. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Dave, now on the map on our packet, it does show there are buildings on those properties that we're switching?
So it's one building that's had several additions over decades. It's been different types of retail stores thus far. I don't know the origin of the building, but I imagine it might have had some historical industrial purpose just based on the type of construction that's occurred there. It has been a pretty quiet piece of property for a number of years, so I imagine folks in the neighborhood are possibly wishing that to continue, but that isn't what the zoning would allow there. So when you're thinking of these things, you kind of envision what the ordinance would allow, and not necessarily what's the existing land use. So, and the owners are requesting a rezoning to B2, which would allow either commercial activities that occur indoors, or it would allow the opportunity for residential occupancies also. It's kind of our mixed-use zoning district.
Other questions for Mr. Mingo? Okay. Could I entertain a motion from the commission?
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Any discussion from the commission relating to this item? Would anyone from the public like to address the commission on this item? Roll call.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to number 3, consideration of memorandum 24-147 regarding the request for a new retail on-off-sale malt beverage and South Dakota farm wine license effective July 10th, 2024 from Cedar Street Brews, Inc., DBA at the bar / the Copper Room, 222 West 3rd Street, Yankton, South Dakota. This alcohol license is not endorsed with video lottery. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from the commission? Would anyone from the public like to address the commission on this item? Roll call.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Moving on to number 4, consideration of memorandum 24-148 regarding the request for the transfer of ownership of retail on-sale liquor license from Ben's Brewing Company to Cedar Street Brews, Inc., DBA The Bar, at the bar / the Copper Room. Josh Blom, president. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from the commission? Would anyone from the public like to address the commission? Roll call.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Number 5, consideration of memorandum 24-149 regarding the request for new retail on-off sale malt beverage and South Dakota farm wine license effective July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025 from Riverfront Brewery. This alcohol license is not endorsed with the video lottery. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Would anyone from the public like to address the commission? Roll call.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Number 6, consideration of memorandum 24-150 regarding the request for a new retail on-off sale malt beverage and South Dakota farm wine license effective July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025 from Riverfront Brewery, Inc., DBA The Brewery. This alcohol license is not endorsed with video lottery. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. That concludes our old business. Moving on to the new business section of the agenda. Consideration of memorandum 24-151, the release of an option to purchase Lot 19, Block 47, Lower Yankton, addition to the city of Yankton. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion on this item? Anyone from the public like to address the commission on this item? Roll call.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Number 2, under new business, consideration of memorandum 24-152, recommending the approval of resolution 24-33 in support of the Blue Stem Reserve LP's application for South Dakota Housing Development Authority housing infrastructure funding for the multifamily project. What is the pleasure of the commission?
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Number 4 under new business, number 3 under new business, consideration of memorandum 24-153, recommending the approval of resolution 24-34 in support of JC Ventures LLC's application for South Dakota Housing Development Authority housing infrastructure funding for the Links multifamily project. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So
So,
moved.
second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Would anyone from the public like to address the commission on this item? Roll call.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Number 4 under new business, consideration of memorandum 24-155, recommending awarding the bids for 2024-2025 annual supply of transport tank wagon petroleum products to New Century FS. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from the commission? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. Item number 5, under new business, consideration of memorandum 24-156, recommending approval of change order number 1 for the 21st Street West Summit Road to Summit Street Water Main and Paving Project in the amount of $80,314.50. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from the commission? Anyone from the public like to address the commission on this? Roll call.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Mayor Schram.
Aye, motion carries. That concludes the new business section of our meeting. Moving on to other business. We do not have any other business identified. Anything from the commission? Okay. Would like a motion to adjourn the meeting of July 8th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you all.